Nick Walthall, David Tuckman here for 88 Poker. It's Magic Monday, folks. That's right.
Oh, here we go. Wow.
Whoa.
Oh, look at these hands.
Kings are good. We are heads up. The double elimination. I love double KOs. Whoa.
No, he calls, and it's going to be over.
I've got a keyword giveaway, Nick.
This is for another $109 ticket.
We're going to go with Madrid.
Type Madrid in chat. Type it. Wants to win.
There's a ticket. Oh, Banfield had a big one.
Oh,
Banfield.
The Jillians.
Oh, wow. What a run out. Hello and welcome to a Magic Monday. On a Monday, everybody, and look at this. It's Nick Walthall and me, David Tuckman. We are here courtesy of 88 Poker, of course. And, well, you're either here playing, which would be awesome, because then you can watch and play, or you're here to watch and win tickets and play in a free roll and have a lot of fun over the next hour and a half or 2 hours or so. Nick, how are you, my friends?
I'm great, thank you. I'm glad to see you. I was worried that you'd, fallen out with 888 or run away to join the Foreign Legion or something.
It's my new contract this year. I don't know if you knew. We were up for a new contract, and my contract actually, I only work every other week this year.
You just negotiated when I feel like it as a thing.
There's a clause, yeah. I will work Magic Mondays, and then this little star, addendum number 1, when I feel like it.
Mood dependent. Well, it's good to have you here, and what a brilliant one to come back for, because we've got an ungodly amount of tickets. So chat, this is one of your best chances to win all year, because we've got 20 tickets today.
20? How are we going to do that?
We're going to play Mega Keyword Giveaway.
Oh my, I love Mega Keyword Giveaway. Those are the best.
It's huge.
Yeah, now if you don't win a ticket today, you have nobody to blame but yourself.
Yeah, you probably means you're a bad person, to be honest. Well,
you just need to really take a long, hard look at yourself in the mirror and just wonder, what do I need to do differently? I mean, we're giving away 20 tickets. I mean,
how can I radically change this?
Yeah. It's just, I'm just going to put it out there. I mean, there's 20 tickets.
It's 20.
20.
They are for the championship main event, which is a fantastic event. All the structure and feel of a massive event for an affordable buy-in. So if you don't win a ticket, you want to make sure you play it, because it's a great one. Yeah, no, it is a really good one. Hello, everybody. Hello, Dyer. Hello, Pedro. Hello, Pigeon Strangler. I cannot. We here at 888 do not condone strangling pigeons. Just want to let that know. I don't either, personally. It's not the right way to do it. You whack their head on a something firm, and it's much kinder.
Yeah, no, much better way, and then feed them to a snake. Hamaleon, Lime Ricky, hello, of course, our amazing moderator. Run Gooder, Dream Race, thank you all for being here on a Monday. Lots of giveaways and a free roll. That starts in 27 minutes.
Yes, still. Been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, it starts in 27 minutes.
Well, the clock's changed for us, so it's really strange.
Yeah, but time didn't speed up.
But the clock's changed. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, I just want to double check. Free roll for you is 888-MB10. So I'm thinking it's going by 888 Mystery Bounty, and it's the 10th of March. So 888-MB10. Interestingly enough, this final table is not a Mystery Bounty. We've taken the mystery away. Yeah, we've taken the mystery out of it. It's a special PKO edition. The bounties are still there, but they're not a mystery.
You can see them, look.
Yeah, which actually creates a much different dynamic, because now, hey, you can know, who am I going after? Should I be calling this player light? Should I not be calling this player light? What are they worth to me? It's like a relationship after 10 years of marriage versus a relationship after 3 dates. All the mystery's been taken out of it. It's just about the cash. Yeah. I mean, I can't speak of my own marriage. We have tons of mystery left, but okay. I mean, this is not a therapy session. Okay. Give me one remaining mystery in your marriage. Yeah. Why is Molly still with me? But that was true at the start. So give me one that's true after 10 years. True story. Nick Walthall, David Tuckman here, everybody. That's what you were going to say. I'm very predictable. I'm not. There's nothing mysterious about me. We know that. So poker, we've got a huge stack, 5 gajillion Tandem has, which is a lot. Just looking for how many short stacks we've got, just 2. APS got about 10 big blinds, and Ramaxa
has got about 13.
Yeah, keep in mind this is going to be a pretty easy 4-bet spot, I believe. It is an under the gun limp, which is always a little bit scary, but it just calls. And with the ace king versus the ace 4. By the way, the 5.1 gajillion stack is just about 74 big blinds. So it's not quite as deep as you might think.
No, true. But I'd take it at this point. Put it that way.
And you should.
I
Absolutely.
happily receive it.
Those of you wondering why I missed.
Yes, it is Gurukha. Sorry, Dave.
Yeah, those of you wondering why I missed last week's show, my son got injured. Had nothing to do with me. There's a hockey injury. He's fine. But I did get a couple of people.
Still had nothing to do with you because it's still a possibility it has something to do with you.
Right, exactly. And it still had nothing to do with me. But I did have a couple people reach out and make sure I was okay. I'm fine, and my son is fine as well. But I had to take him to urgent care and get a couple of stitches. Do you call them stitches in the UK as well?
We do.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was a translation change as well.
They are stitches.
They are. Top pair here.
Yeah, RWC decided not to 3-bet, but off their stack it would have been a shove, so they just probably didn't want to do that. I think a shove is probably better there.
Unless you know you're going to flop top pair.
Then it's worse, yeah. Then you should definitely flat.
Flat and get more money in there.
Exactly. Parabellum, Nick said you were in rehab. Yeah, that would have been Nick Eastwood who did the show last week, and obviously I would don't say anything negative when you're not here because I know you watch the VODs, so you watch the show back. So I never say anything negative. But yeah, the other Nick was saying some bad things. Sorry about that.
Oh, gotcha. Fair enough. I mean, you said that like I don't think that would be a bad thing. I mean, if I've got a problem and I need to go to rehab, why would that be a bad thing?
Well, fair enough. I mean,
there you go. I mean, I'm sure he meant it. I'm sure he meant it as an insult because he's such a small-minded person.
Yes,
and he's little.
The
fact of the matter is, I mean, I did not need to go to rehab, and I don't. But if I did, hey, good for me recognizing that there's a problem, and I want to take care of it.
Also, we love Nick Eastwood. Because there's a much higher chance that he's actually watching than you would watch the
I was definitely watching. What are you talking about? I was in urgent care with my kid watching. Yes. And you speak for yourself when you say you like Nick Eastwood. I tolerate him.
You tolerate Nick Eastwood?
Yes.
Poor Nick. I will probably see him tomorrow night because there's a big Liverpool pub that we both go to for big games, and it's a big game tomorrow night, and I'm going, so I'll probably see him. So I'll pass on your love.
Oh, by the way, chat, I know most of you are over there in Europe, and many of you in the UK. I feel like everybody's going to be proud of me. You know what I did yesterday morning?
Had a croissant and thought of Europe.
No, but I went to an Irish pub for breakfast, and I watched the Arsenal match.
Did you?
I did. Awesome. It was on. We went there, and I was like, we were looking for a breakfast spot, and I was like, oh, it's Sunday morning. I bet you there's a football game on, and they'll be serving great breakfast. Nice. So I took my family in there, and they had never really experienced it. So it was really kind of cool. Like I had a proper Irish box tea, and we had some good food, and I actually tricked my kid into trying black pudding.
Oh.
No, he's had that plenty of times. No, and he loves it. It's delicious. But no, I kind of was like, hey, try this. And he's like, what is it? I was like, try it and I'll tell you afterwards.
And it is I think it's delicious, but
yeah, he did not like it. He did not like it, but he tried it. So I gave him credit for it. But we went there and I was like, oh wow, not only do we get a delicious breakfast, but we get a good match. And it was a good match.
Lovely.
Although my 11-year-old is convinced, he's sitting there going, Dad, you're telling me these are the best players in the world. I'm like, yes, these are some of the best players in the world, right? I mean, this is the Premier League. And he's watching and he goes, well, how do they keep missing that huge net then? He's like, that net is enormous. Now he's a hockey player and that's much smaller.
Yeah.
Right. And he's like, how do you miss the big net if you're the best player in the world? I don't understand. And I didn't really have an answer.
Many football fans ask that question on a regular basis.
I didn't have an answer for him.
So to relate this to poker, because I can do that.
That's what we do. That we bring it full circle.
If you watch Premier League players warm up, it's amazing how good they are at shooting. They are phenomenal at shooting a football. If you watch them in the game, they make tons of really errant shots. And obviously, the difference is pressure. The difference is the amount of time they have. And nothing's truer than that than poker, where poker is such a much more easy game from the sidelines than it is when you have to make a decision in a hand, as Pasha Pushu is going to have to with jacks in a minute.
That analogy, brilliant, by the way, because I always tell that to the kids in hockey as well. The difference is time and space. Yeah, if I'm shooting on an empty net and there's nobody on me, I can hit the post and go in, just as, But can I do it when a 6'4", 250-pound man is, about to rumble and crush me? That's a lot harder.
It's a lot harder.
But yes, poker, it's a great decision. It's a great thing, though. In the forums, when you're not actually playing for money, can you make those decisions? Yeah, probably. But can you do it in the heat of the moment when it's your money or your tournament life up for it?
Well, here we go. Jacks versus aces. Cooler.
Yeah, tough spot. Yeah, this is it. I mean, at the final table, it's just a cooler. No help on the river. Could have caught a 9 or a jack, but the 8 of diamonds on the river. And that is it for Posh. Punched out, knocked out.
Boom.
Yep, and we've got another sheriff in town, so to speak. 2 players over 5 million now.
I think it even happens when you'll have all had this situation, especially live. It doesn't happen so much online. But live, you'll be playing in a game, tournament or cash, and a hand will be going down, and you'll think, this guy's so obviously nutted. He's so obviously nutted. And the other guy will be like in the tank, doesn't know what to do, like killing himself with his top pair. And it's so obvious from the betting and the body language when you're on the sideline watching as to what the situation is. When you're in it, it's totally different. That's the challenge.
It's funny. Many years ago, I was at the World Series of Poker main event. We got top pair versus top pair here. I'm sorry, middle pair versus middle pair. Still, though, maybe a bit of a cooler when it's big blind versus button. The player on the button doesn't necessarily need anything here. Chips are going to go in, and look at that. 6 on the turn. This is a flop and run out that favors the big blind range as opposed to the player on the button. But I might check this back. Yeah, that's a good check back on the turn.
Yeah, I was going to say there's no incentive to put any money in the pot here.
No, you're not getting a 9 to fold. Yeah, you get value from some hands, but it's not a 3 street hand. So I like the check back, and now you can just probably pay off or fold. And they do make a nice fold. That's a pretty disciplined fold. Anyway, so many years ago, Nick, I was playing the World Series Poker main event, and I was having a decent run. And Lynn Gilmartin of the WPT, and
Announcer.
She's phenomenal, right? And she started off like Poker News reporter, came over and interviewed me, and she was talking about she wanted to know if being a commentator helped me at the tables. And I said in a weird way it does, because what I try to do as a poker player is sometimes remove myself from the situation, like almost if I can. And imagine what I would be saying as a commentator if I was watching this hand. Imagine seeing it as a third party. And I use the same analogy in the sense of like, you see your best friend in a relationship, and the girl or the guy is absolutely shitting on them. They're just like, they're terrible. Yeah. But they don't see it because they're in that. They're in the fog, I call it, right? But you're on the outside and you're like, what are you doing, buddy? Right? And it's the same thing with poker. It really is.
It's a great analogy. In the fog is a great phrase as well. And I used to, in my training courses, I used to do something similar with people and say, you can actually imagine you're watching the hand from the rail. So you can actually kind of in your mind's eye, you're watching it from the side, and it's just 2 players. One of them isn't you. And it becomes much easier to analyze. And so I strongly agree with that. It makes a massive, massive difference.
How do you do it? I mean, you've coached, athletes, you've coached poker players. How do you get better at? I mean, because obviously, okay, you see players in the Premier League and you watch them warm up, and from far away they hit crossbar and in, post and in. It's just these phenomenal shots. I get the same thing with hockey, right? And then, how do you, as we watch this hand unfold, how do you get yourself better when there's no time and space? So I'll use the same analogy for poker. When you're in the middle of it, how do you get better at it then? From an athletic perspective or as a poker player?
Yeah, it's a really interesting area because performance under pressure, we'll just see what happens here. U2B, Tubei. Guichu obey.
It's one of those. It's definitely one of those, okay?
It's pretty good flop for tens. RWC's got a weird stack here. They've got a pot-sized bet left. So there's not a lot of room for maneuver.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the chip lead, I'm probably going to play the tens a little bit more aggressively, but I certainly understand why they opted not to get it all in pre.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still not going to bet this. And I mean, I don't know how ace-jack is ever good here. And now it's just a question, do you want to go for a little bit of value, or do you want to check it one more time, give your opponent enough rope to hang themselves? I'm never folding tens at this point. If somebody checked kings 3 times or jacks 2 times and is now betting, good. The tens are actually going to bet. So
this is like a block/value bet kind of thing to get a call from exactly this hand. The only thing with making this bet is you've got to know what you're doing if they shove. So if you're going to make this bet, you've got to have already thought about the obvious possibilities I get shoved on. Right,
you've induced it. Yeah, you've induced a shove here by making yourself look a little bit weak.
Yeah.
You're trying to get called by, an ace-king type hand, and there's the raise. This is an easy call, as far as I'm concerned. This is just a really easy call.
Yeah, nothing makes sense.
That's what hand is he checking back flop and turn and now raising? This guy's laughing, which, by the way, is pretty poor etiquette.
The only possibility is a set of queens that they have decided to play really funkily and slowly, but that's literally the only combination that you're scared of. Everything else is exactly what it looks like, which is a nonsensical attempt to bluff.
Wow.
And creative stuff from RWC.
Yeah, I'm going to just call spade a spade. That's a bad fold. You cannot check. As a chip leader, you can't check, bet small and then fold. I mean, if you're going to do that, just check and call or check and see where evaluate.
That's the main argument with it. The main argument with it is don't make a small bet, which is much more likely to get attacked. Right? Don't make that bet if you're not going to call, because so much of the time you've induced aggression. So to your question about performance under pressure, performance when the man's on you, performance when you're having to make that call for your whole tournament. The way that athletes deal with this is they condition themselves to the extent that they are autopiloting. So if you're trying to be better at handling the pressure in the moment, that won't work because you're thinking about the pressure. And what athletes do is they condition themselves to the point where they can just autopilot what they do. So it's just a repeated action. As we see RWC flop golden here. So the way that you can do that in poker is by analyzing your hands in a really kind of purposeful way, potentially with someone that's better than you. So you're just conditioning, what is my decision making? What is my decision making? And then when you're in the moment, you're just asking, what is the best decision here? And I did used to recommend, and still do, the technique you said, which is take yourself out of it and imagine someone else is playing the hand. That is a great technique. And then all you're trying to do is ask, what is the best decision? You're not trying to think about external factors. You're trying to shut down your emotion, really, and do it that way. But it takes practice. It actually takes practice. You can't overnight be good at performing in the moment. It's not possible.
Yeah, no, it's well said. Well said. By the way, I mean, I was, I've obviously kind of ripped the fold with the tens, but let's give RWC some credit for actually going for it on what was a pretty short stack, and being creative and being aggressive. I did not think it would work because, as you pointed out, nothing except pocket queens made sense there.
Yeah, and even that didn't really make sense. It's just like, what could he possibly? He could have been doing something funky, but that's only one hand out of his range there, which was obviously way wider than that. So yeah, it was a creative play by RWC, and when you're short stacked, it just shows there's still room to try things.
Yeah, no doubt about it. RWC does not raise, just calls with the ace-8 and hits an 8. I'd probably just raise this right now. I mean, you can call, you can raise. There's a lot of things you can do here. There's just a lot of turn cards that you're not going to necessarily love. That one's fine, obviously. But ace-8 is a really, really big hand here, blind versus blind. If I'm not convinced my opponent's going to bluff more than one street, then I'm pretty happy to just take it away after the first bluff. But I think certainly calling is reasonable. Once again, Nick Wealthall, David Tuckman here for 888 Poker. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, good to see you all.
One thing I'm intrigued by, and I need to get some clarification. As I'm in America, I don't get to play on 888, but I'm obviously pretty familiar with the site. Chat is still operational during hands.
What do you mean chat? They've got their expressions, whatever you call them. They've got their
right. You can still use that during hands.
Yeah, there's no chat.
Right. It's expressions.
Messages, but they can still there is some chat because they can do a ha.
I mean, I'm just wondering.
Throw stuff.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I mean, maybe I'm reading into it, and I probably am. I'm wondering if the ha on that bet, is indicative of what that particular player thinks of that bet. I don't know.
You could definitely argue that people that aren't in the hand shouldn't be able to express emotions. You could definitely make that argument, yeah.
I'm just saying, right? I mean,
Can't do it live.
Trying to keep it real.
Yeah.
Imagine you were at a live table. We're watching, we're covering 888 Live Madrid or Barcelona or something like that, right? And we're there. And Ian Simpson, player whatever, Joe makes a bet, and Ian Simpson raises. And then Viv on the other side of the table just laughs out loud. You're like, what? Wait, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Why is it funny, first of all? Help me. It's a fair question.
Just throwing it out there.
We got a lot of tickets to give away, so we're going to start that process relatively soon. 20 tickets to give away to the championship main event. You'll be playing that if you win one of our tickets tonight. And the free roll starts in 8 minutes. 8 minutes. The password is 888MB10. Details in Twitch chat. Get involved, have fun, knock out some people.
Yeah, there's a ton of ways to pick up tickets for the championship series. That is coming up very shortly. I believe March 16th it starts. As Nick mentioned, play, great structures, get the feel of a big tournament, but for lower buy-ins, and the payouts will be phenomenal.
Look at this, David. Kings, Ace King, Ace Queen, and the pot's been opened by Jack 7 off. You got to love it. Yeah,
when you have Jack 7 off suit and you've got 2 flush draws, you have to open it.
That's right.
You just have to.
That's a solid 4 gapper right there. 3 gapper, whatever it is. So let's see how this goes down. Unfortunately, the Kings only have 3 big blinds. I'm just taking in. So limited action.
Yeah, the pocket kings are kind of irrelevant in this hand in the sense that for the other players. I don't think the player with ace queen is necessarily worried about the all-in player. Except the fact that there's extra money in there now. So they are going to make this call. Oh my.
Booyah for RWC.
Oh my.
RWC was down to a few big blinds in that hand where they made that creative raise, that bluff that worked. And now look.
Yeah, keep in mind, by the way, they have, I believe, the fewest amounts of bounties.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a decent chance they might pick up 2 or at least 1 here. But they might pick up 2 because the pot is already big. Oh my, they just moved all in. There's the call. A king on the river, or the ace-queen, the double elimination. RWC goes for it with the bluff with ace-jack a few hands ago, and now gets lucky with ace-queen, double elimination. And you will see that 393 climb in a few hands, you'll see. We're down to 5 just like that. Anyway, I was about to say, the championship series, it is coming up. It starts March 16th. We're giving away a ton of tickets. If somehow you don't win one here or you want more, we have home game Tuesday tomorrow with Josh Manley. He's going to have 10 main event tickets for the championship series. You can blast up this Wednesday. We've got Eastie and Brazil, Leo Ducura.
Nice.
Takeover Thursday, Ian Simpson. And we'll be giving away tickets all week on our channel, so you don't want to go anywhere.
Absolutely not. If you haven't already, do follow the channel so you never miss a stream. Lots of awesome free poker content. Leo the Gunshow Jakura.
Is that his nickname?
That is his nickname.
There you go. Did you come up with it?
No, I read it off chat.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I don't even know why it's his nickname. He's either got very big arm muscles or he organizes small arms conventions. I've no idea which.
Or both.
Could be both. Definitely could be both.
Tandem, check raising the turn, trying to rep. No heart in their hand, though. A little bit ambitious. And the player who folded the tens is laughing at me. Gui to obey is our chip leader with 63 big. I'm sorry, second place with 63 big blinds. We have a lot of chips on the table, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, we do. And incredible how quickly it's changed for RWC, who had, I think, 11 big blinds at the start of that hand where they got a bit creative, and now they have 82. No Limit Hold'em is such a sick game.
Yeah, if they didn't go all in, which I also thought was telling in that particular player, the Ace Jack. But if they get called there, they were down to, I want to say, like 4 bigs.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably game over in that situation. After this hand, David Tummel, we're going to give away some tickets.
Yes.
We're
going
going
to
to
do
play
like a mega keyword, or are we going to play a lot of things?
Mega keyword giveaway.
Love
It's
it.
too exciting to postpone it. So we're going to play mega keyword giveaway. All that's changed from our usual keyword giveaway is everything, because there's 8 winners. 8 winners. If you want to be involved in this frenzy of largesse from 888, you need to be on the Twitch channel. It's a software-driven contest. Doesn't work on the YouTube channel. Hi to YouTube viewers. But we're going to be doing that over on Twitch in a couple of seconds. Let's just see this hand, because APF is short stacked.
Yeah, there it is, Ace Queen versus 10-6, and Ace Queen's going to win this. No spades for either player. Full double up to 11 big blinds, and we still have 5 players remaining. Free roll, by the way, starts in 3 minutes. I don't want to jump in on there, but do get in on the action. Password, once again, 888MB10. Sorry, Nick.
No, don't apologize to me. Apologize to the 8 people whose lives are about to get slightly better. So all you have to do is type in the keyword when it's revealed. That's literally all you have to do, but you must be on Twitch in order to win. Lime is mega keyword giveaway ready.
I mean, she's always ready, but with the mega, it might be more difficult.
Well, of course it is. There's a lot more setup.
Yeah.
You know, she's got 8 sets of celebratory balloons to organize, 8 massive comedy checks. It's a lot of work. All right. The keyword in honor of the prize, the series that's about to run on 888, is the Championship series. Championship. Careful with your spelling. You got to work for this ticket. Championship. Type Championship and you are entered. 8 of you will be winning tickets to the Championship main event.
Yeah, if you are spelling challenged, you can cut and paste one of the other.
Yes.
Just get lucky enough to pick somebody who's also spelled it correctly. I mean, it would suck if you cut and paste the wrong person.
It's not chocolate chip game changer. That's not correct. Although chocolate chips are great. So
there's also no need to put it in caps, by the way. I see many of you have done that. It's very aggressive.
Isn't it?
I don't know why when anybody chats with me and they caps, I'm like, why? Whoa, why are you screaming at me? King Jack versus sevens.
Sevens hold.
Sevens do hold. Double paired board. And another double up here. Look at this.
Yeah, APF from 4 big blinds up to 18 now.
APF, by the way, came into our final table as a short stack. Has already locked up about $1,000 in knockouts. This is their first final table of the year. Last final table was in December where they finished 4th in a Mystery Bounty main event. Oh, actually, I do remember APF now. They won $13,000 because they won the huge Mystery Bounty.
Good recall. Yeah.
That was December, APF. Well, good to see you, APF. Every 3 months, you're here, huh? I like it.
Quantum Criminal says the caps are because they're excited. That's fair.
Okay.
8 winners, guys. 8 winners. Not too much longer. Get your championships in the chat.
Stop talking, Nick. We've got a cooler.
We have.
Huge cooler. And this is button versus small blind and big blind, where none of the players are going to give any of them credit. Nobody's going to give their opponents credit for a real hand. I don't see how the ace-jacks and the ace-king don't go all in here. They really should. This is just an unfortunate spot for both players.
Well, someone is going to have their final table destiny massively affected.
Oh,
It looks like it's going to be tandem.
A 10 on the river? No, it's a 7 and APF. Out. 4th place in December in the mystery bounty. Today, their run ends in 5th. Tandem.
What a ride. What a ride for APF.
Yeah, it really was. Oh, by the way, RCA, who we mentioned earlier, they had under $400 in bounties. Now they have nearly 900. And we are down to 4. Free roll has begun. Registration is still open. Don't panic. If you haven't gotten your keywords in, get them in now. Lime's going to close that thing.
It's over. It's over,
short.
David Tupman. It's too late. It's over. We're running it. 8 people are about to win a championship main event ticket. And those 8 people are, drum roll please, have you got your siren? You haven't, have you?
I don't have my
Grush
siren,
39,
man.
you are one of 8. Grush 39, come on down. Well played. You want, let's alternate, David. You do the next one. I'll get tired.
Okay, fair enough. Fart, you knew it was going to be this next. Fart and Roses. You won the giveaway. Congratulations, Fart and Roses.
Well done. You are 2 of 8. 6 more winners still coming. Here's another one. Kayseri, 1983. Kayseri, well done. You've won a championship main event ticket.
Okay, number 4.
Is the terms and conditions? Oh, no.
Now it's Jordy Spinoza, 33. You, my friend, have won the giveaway. You're playing in the Championship Series main event.
I've realized that Mega Ultimate keyword giveaway is actually just a lot of admin. Our next winner is Alan Reese. Alan Reese. Not for the people that win, of course, it's joy, but Alan Reese, you are our next winner. You'll be playing the championship main event.
If I had realized this, I would have made sure that my kid's leg got cut this week and not last week. That Greek 11, you won the giveaway. Well done, that Greek.
Well done, that Greek. I have no idea how many that is. 6? Is that 6?
5, 6. Who knows?
Our next winner of who knows what number is Jameson, 157. Jameson, pour yourself a glass of Jameson. Other beverages are available. You have won.
Congratulations.
A championship main event ticket.
No crying. Let's go. King of Dumbbells. You're a little bit late, but don't worry. We have lots of more tickets to give away. Mandarin, you as well. A little bit late to the party on this one.
It's not working
But
anymore.
we're giving away 20 tickets. Is that 8?
No.
I guess so.
That wasn't 8.
I guess it was. They're better at it than that. Grush, Fart and Roses, Kayseri, Jordy.
Oh, we missed the last
Alan
one.
Reese.
Player Quiller. Player Quiller. 1.
Of course, Player Quiller.
Congrats to you. Well done. If you didn't win a ticket, you're probably thinking, oh, I've missed ultimate keyword giveaway, mega keyword, whatever it is. We've missed it. No, you haven't. There's going to be another round of it after the break with 8 more tickets. Plus there's Lodden Thinks with 2 more tickets on each Lodden Thinks.
Look at this play.
Look at this bluff.
Look at this play. So I incorrectly figured, okay, what's the Bay? What is it again? Gui Tu Bay was playing a little bit more passively because the way they play the 10s. But then fast forward 20 minutes and you see them play the Jack 10 that way. Wow.
Yeah.
Changing gears. I like it.
Yeah, just the 10-10. This is why you can't get a read on a poker player after one hand, you know?
But we all try to, don't we? It's so silly.
Yeah.
You see somebody make one bluff or play one hand passively, and you're like, oh, well, that's who they are.
This is true. Yeah, and it can just be a player making a certain decision in a spot that you might not have agreed with, or you might have done something different, but it doesn't mean they're not capable of pulling a move like that.
Yeah, that was a pretty sexy play with the Jack 10. By the way, Bay has actually locked up nearly $2,500 in bounties. Ace High is good here. Question is, can they get the showdown? These are the 2 chip leaders battling. And in fact, nobody really short anymore with 4 players remaining.
No, there's a bit of a battle now. They've got $3,800 locked up. 8,000 is the chop amount for first and second. So these PKOs do get tighter in third and fourth because there is such a big incentive to finish in the top two.
Yeah, and then no doubt about that, obviously, and also larger bounties to go after.
Yeah,
as you pointed out. By the way, 973 players started this journey. 128 made the money. It was $109 to get in. We're giving away $25 championship main event tickets today, but we are also giving away two $109 redemption tickets. Don't know what they are? Well, you've been missing out. It's the Wheel of Justice, and it happens at the end of the show.
Wheel of
and it's
Justice.
Awesome. It is awesome.
Everyone says it. I mean, me and you say it, so.
No. I was just in Long Beach.
Oh, yeah.
This past weekend. Yeah, they walked out. I mean, they weren't even saying it to me. They were just saying it. Didn't even realize I was there. It was crazy.
This is like one of those magic trick flops where everybody gets something. 8s and 2s
Wow.
for UC nut flush draw for Fish Crazy, and trips for Tandem. Why not?
Yeah, this is one of those where when you're commentating, you're like, oh, give me the 8 deuce 2 diamond flop. And it never happens. You're like, wait, what? How did this happen? This is incredible.
And what does Fish Crazy do? Obviously, you can always play aggressively here or not.
I mean, you don't normally put anybody on a deuce, and you're thinking, well, remember, they're in the blind. They're the one who should have a deuce. If anybody in this hand has a deuce, it would be more likely they have one.
Yeah, extremely random tandem here for them to have a deuce.
Oh, my. This is crazy. I mean, this is really an insane swap. Oh, my. And Bay, I mean, they've got top pair, top kicker.
Yeah, but I think you can safely fold because you're over calling here. So you need both players to be on a flush draw somehow, or I don't know, tandem to be calling with like 5s, even though they've got a player behind them. I think folding's pretty safe there.
Yeah, it's a good fold though. It really is. Ace-8's a good hand. There's the all-in. King deuce not going anywhere. No diamond on the river, and we are down to 3. Wow. I mean, that way, and once that flop comes out, I'm not sure what you can do. Tandem up to 85 big blinds. We're down to 3.
This is very similar to last week, which you weren't here for, where we got down to 3, but with very deep stacks. So there's just a ton of chips because we've had a lot of quick exits. There's a ton of chips in play.
Yeah, we could be 3-handed for a while.
Yeah, we're gonna see some poker, David Tuckman.
Let's do it. I like it.
By
the way, we've given away a lot of tickets already, but don't cry or fret if you haven't won one. We have 12 more to give away. 12 more.
Crazy, isn't it?
The giving never ends.
I've got a great Lot and Things question.
Oh.
It's about.
Well, you had 2 weeks to come up with it.
It's about you and your life.
I hate when you do that. I hate when you make it about me.
You get embarrassed, I know, but
It's so awkward.
yeah, I'm doing it anyway.
Okay, fine.
Do you know we're going to be in Barcelona in May? I was randomly thinking that today. That's going to be good, isn't it?
I am really looking forward to that. It's just 2 months away, by the way.
I know.
2 months away.
I know.
I'm super excited. Red Tandem needs a 6, a queen, or just somehow get King 7 to fold. Not a good river card for them to bluff, but we'll see if they want to pull it out. 17 big blinds in there, so it's a pretty significant pot.
Yeah, it is.
No, they're going to give up.
It's going to be an interesting test for these 3 players because, as we mentioned, there is this big jump between the top 2 and the third in terms of prize money. And they've all got lots of chips, so it's going to be a real battle to not finish third, basically.
Yeah,
like
there's
$3,000 of difference in prize money.
Yeah, flush draw here versus top 2. We could get action here, and you pointed it out. A $5 difference between first and second, although you do get the knockout.
You get that, yeah.
Right? You do get that extra bounty.
Bit bigger
but
than that.
But a $3,000 difference between second and third.
Yeah, huge.
I do like playing the King 10 pretty aggressively here. Obviously, RW decides not to, but I think on a board as wet as this, there's just going to be a lot of flush draws, straight draws, combo draws you're going to want to push. And when your opponent does have that king, they're going to be hesitant to let it go. And you also give them the opportunity to put a lot of chips in with their own draw. See if they raise the turn now. No, just a call.
I think it is just one of those spots where check raising a ton of hands is perfectly legit there. So when you're actually nutted, like raising is probably going to be best a lot of the time. I mean, you're going to get a lot of folds from the button that's opening a ton of hands, but you weren't going to get chips from them anyway.
And see if Tandem fires one more time. Now, Tandem eventually does give up. Okay, you just don't block diamonds. You don't block straight draws. You know, things like that. So if your opponent does have a big draw, they might be pretty happy to get their chips in. And as a short stack, you don't really mind kind of getting yourself into a good spot there, especially when you're like 63-37.
Look at this tournament now. 62, 63, and 69. Nice. Big blinds between the three players. Yes, Razvan, it's 3 people sit and go. 3 people sit and go with really deep stacks for thousands of dollars.
Yep. Again, difference between third and second, $3,000. So it is kind of a war of attrition. Who can at least outlast the other one, get it heads up, and play for those bounties. And you can see the bounties are quite significant as well. Tandem with 1,945. Gui Turbo Bay with 2,400. And RW with a little bit under 900. Queen high flop, pair of 10s for Tandem.
Yeah, not much going on here. Hi to a few late comes in chat. Hi to Dwarf Killer, Mundug Bougie, and Razvan said hi to just now. Mitz ZK Daisy Duke. Thanks for joining us on a Monday night for a Magic Monday.
Yeah, Magic Monday brought to you by 888.
David Tupman back in the house.
I mean, I don't want to make any promises I can't keep, but my intention is to not miss any shows for quite some time. That's my intention. I'm just going to throw that out there. Hopefully no fires, no pneummonia, no kid injuries, and we'll do that.
It's my intention to miss next week's show because I'm on holiday. So that's my intention. Yeah. You get 1 week of me.
Of the two together. By the way, I always assume when Dwarf Killer is not on time, they're off killing. I just assume they're busy. Sorry, I had to go quick kill, and I'm here now, though.
Hacking people at knee height.
Right. Also, we don't condone that personally or here at 88.
Boy, don't condone killing.
Killing or killing anybody.
Good.
Yeah. 14 big blinds in the pot. RW gets a little piece of it, but not the piece they wanted. And they are still going to lose this. I think you. I mean, I know it's scary, but I just feel like, as played, an ace is just going to be the best hand here so often. So many draws missed. When all the draws miss, I like to bet more marginal hands because I'm more likely to get looked up by second pair, third pair, because they think maybe I missed the draw. Hope that makes sense.
Makes perfect sense. I'll tell you what else makes perfect sense. Giving away more tickets, David.
Before the break?
With a question about you. Yeah, we've got so many to give away.
Okay, fair enough.
We've got 20 tickets to give away tonight. We're only going to give away 2 more because it's Loddon Thinks and there's a lot of admin in Loddon Thinks. You can play on YouTube in the chat. You can play on Twitch, but you can only play once wherever you decide to enter. 1 entry per person, otherwise Line will ban you. If you've never played before, all you're trying to do is answer the question at the level. You're trying to guess the answer that the person asked gives. So I'm going to ask David a question, and you're going to guess what David will answer from your knowledge of David Tupman or from your knowledge of a random number that you put in chat.
Right. If you don't understand that, it's really quite simple. I mean, you can even, like, Nick can ask me something as simple as, David, what do you think 2 + 2 is? And if you think that I think it's 5, and I would say 5, then you should write 5, not 4. That's how simple the game is. Okay. By the way, shout out to those of you watching on YouTube.
Mate, can you fill for a couple of minutes while I think of another question?
Yes, of course. Obviously, that's what I do here.
I can't believe you took my question in your example. How embarrassing.
Tandem's hand has been counterfeited. Had 2 pair, now has still 2 pair, but can't even beat the board.
And they're gonna probably not put any more chips in this pot. Are you ready for a question, David Tuckman?
I'm ready. Do it.
Great. So last week, unfortunately, your child was in an accident and it caused you to have to cancel the show. How many times added up, both of them, in their young lives, have your children caused you to cancel last-minute meetings, engagements, shows, bookings, or work? How many times have they caused, not you, Anne Molly, you, David Tuckman. How many times have they caused you to cancel a meeting, social occasion, work, or other kind of booking at the last minute? It's a question about you. Do you love it?
Cancel. Yeah, I mean, I hate it when you make it about me.
You're bashful.
I'm just not comfortable. It's about the show. It's about the people at the table. It's about you, the fans, our viewers. It's not about us.
Of course.
Okay?
Yes.
But since you made it about me, I will do my best.
Just for a moment, indulge us and just give yourself the space to enjoy thinking about you, just for a minute.
Yeah. How many times in my kids' lives, if you're familiar with the show, you know I have 2 boys, age 11 and 7. How many times in my kids' lives have they forced me, just me, to cancel an engagement?
Yeah, correct. We know it's at least 1.
Yes.
Good luck guessing in chat. Only 1 guess per play. You can guess on YouTube chat. You can guess on Twitch. Line will tell you when it's closed, so don't delay. We've got 2 tickets to give away. The 2 closest to David's answer will win them. Poker continues. You're watching the final table of the 100k main event. It's a special PKO edition of our tournament. First 2 prizes will get 8 grand. Obviously, the bounties will also be split up. Third place gets about 5 grand. So this is a 3 grand battle to not finish third, effectively.
Yeah, and again, they will still be playing for the bounties, which could certainly be significant, but
yeah,
2 pair now for Bay. Blinds have gone up, as you can see. We have 2 players now below 50. This is kind of an odd bet, I think. I mean, I get it. It's a little bit of a blocker bet, but why not just check? There's the raise.
Now, if Tandem finds a 3-bet, you'll fall off your chair.
I will. This is one of those chairs that's really hard to fall off of, but
yeah, it was just the shock would be so good. It didn't happen. Never mind.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if I wasn't in a chair and I was just sitting here squatting the entire time?
Champagne Poker says this was a rough question to use. Why? Why is it a rough question to use? So don't pretend you have an idea about the other questions.
I know.
How does
I mean, they're all random.
How does anyone have an idea of any of this stuff?
They're all random. I mean, if you have kids, right, you're probably, more in tune with this kind of thing. Obviously, if you're familiar with me, you're more in tune. These are things that are part of the show. Hey, but all these things are random, I mean, it's somewhere between 1 and, 300. Winning Kathy just gives up. Too many duplicates.
The guy gets complaining about this question. Didn't they see the Liverpool questions last week?
Oh, gosh. Easty jumped in. Were all your questions Liverpool? That's terrible. Why did you do that to the poor people?
I mean, he does it every time. Does he not do it with you? That's weird. I wonder why.
Oh,
that's my doorbell. I apologise.
Oh, my, what a run out here. What a run out. Bay does not raise with the flush on the turn, and Tandem now with a bigger flush. And by the way, Bay could have improved to a straight flush.
Yeah.
Instead, now they have the second best hand.
Those things are hard to hit.
They are very hard.
Can everyone please stop complaining about the questions?
I mean, and also we've done this show for, I don't even know, we've done this show for well over 2 years, right? 3-4 years, whatever it is.
Yeah.
When I think of all the questions we've had, this does not even rank in the bottom 25%.
It's definitely not in the bottom 25%.
I mean, there have been so many awful ones.
Yeah.
Really, people.
Yeah. And the question is just a way to win a ticket. So, wind your necks in. This is not a... This is
by the way,
this is not an exercise in excellence. That's not what this is.
Right, it's not the question, guys. That's the means to the end. By the way, if you think that question was bad, I had a really good question, but now I'm going to come up with a really terrible one for Nick.
Clever. That'll get him.
Yeah.
Look at this squeeze from Tandem. Tandem definitely the most active player pre-flop. They've been opening a lot of stuff, and now this is a creative squeeze. And it might work. It obviously didn't work immediately, but they're definitely going to continuation bet.
And I think it probably will work. I mean, this is just a really awful flop for 2-8.
I know we can see the cards, but if you're going to squeeze and then you get an ace-queen flop, you've got to see that.
You'd think, right?
Wow.
Like you have all the aces.
Wow.
You've got queens.
Yeah.
You have all the big hands. Like, we're not just 3-betting just to win it pre-flop, right? That's not the only reason we're doing it.
Are all you guys and girls pointing out that it was a question with too many duplicates in order to duplicate what you're saying? Is it a meta joke? I'm just trying to catch up with chat. If it's a meta joke, it's very funny.
Yeah.
Come on, Tandem. Claim this pot. Just having a rules debate with Lime in chat. So turns out this was a crappy question because there's way too many duplicates.
Yeah, the contest is closed. I think Nick assumed the answer would be far higher than it was.
I definitely assumed the answer would be higher than it was.
Yeah.
And I realized that, your kids are just very well behaved or something, or very...
Or I'm a deadbeat dad and I just let my wife deal with all of it.
That's possible.
Right, I just let my wife deal with all of it.
Well, Molly deals with everything. Yeah, that's like the actual secret real answer, isn't it?
I mean, right. I mean, the answer of, hey, because you did point out, like, you personally, David Tuckman, have to change your plans.
That is fair. 2 top pairs here, and then we'll reveal winners.
Truth be told, it's actually, I probably screwed this up now that I'm thinking about it. But hey, my answer's in.
It's too late.
I got it wrong. Actually, this might be the first time I ever got my what David thinks wrong. There you go. Top 2 versus top pair. This could get juicy. It might not, but it could.
Well, last time RWC had 2 pair, they just called, and they do just call again.
See, why? I don't understand. Why doesn't anybody want to win bigger pots?
It's easy to make 2 pair. You just... No, it's not.
I mean, this is...
Tandem you can justifiably thinking they've got the best hand here.
Of course.
They do not.
They never had the best hand. And now if you're Tandem, you're like, oh, well, they might have been calling me down with just a 9. I'm not sure if I can get value. Maybe I'll bet small. Yeah, and maybe you can fold now. I mean, backdoor spades got there. A 9 got there. Now, I mean, what are you beating? You're beating Queen 10. You're beating
Queen 10. You've got 1 of the queens.
Yeah,
this is a hard fold to make because
it is.
The line doesn't make any sense, and you're getting 3-1. But if you actually go through what hands can it be, how can they've got here? Oh, it's a good fold.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a situation where your opponent's got something like 9-8. You think they just have a 9. They got there, and they're scared that if they check, you'll check back.
Okay, winners before the break. I asked
Let's do
you, how many times do you cancel engagements? How many is it? What's the answer?
I said 8.
Only 8.
Yeah, and you know what? The more I think about it, I probably screwed that up. Because
So
I
the
thought of
answer is not what you think.
no, I mean, okay, here it is. So I thought of like major engagements, like work, like
You
last
gotta be
Monday
quick, 'cause
show.
I'm not talking about this during the break. I've got to go to the bathroom.
I know. And we did, like, we were supposed to get a trip to New York to see Springsteen. My wife and I canceled that because my kid was sick. You know, so I started thinking about it. And I was like, it's probably 8 where it's just me personally canceling. But then I thought about it. My wife's a school teacher, and every day my kid's sick, it's always me staying home.
Ah, yes.
Now, and while I probably didn't cancel anything major.
Anyway, David.
I'm telling a story here, Nick.
I don't have time for it. Doesn't affect the answer. The answer's 8.
Oh, fine.
It's fucking 8.
It's 8, but I probably got it wrong. Sorry, guys.
So the wrong answer is 8. And the person who had the wrong answer first was Pash Royale. You won a ticket. And then there were loads of duplicates. It was such a terrible question. I don't know why we asked a question with so many duplicates. But the first answer that was 1 away from 8 was Paul the C, who said 7. So you're the other winner.
We're going to go on a break. We'll be back in 5 minutes. I'll try to be better when we come back here on Magic Monday.
We can both be better.
Calling all low to mid-stakes players. It's time to light the torch. From March 16th to 25th, 8-State Poker presents the Championship Games, an exciting series where you can qualify for free every single day. And don't miss the $100,000 main event with a buy-in of only $25. Register today and take your place at the top of the podium. 8-State Poker, made to play.
Hi guys, we are here in another 888 Poker live event in Madrid, and we want to bring you another episode of the Behind the Scenes series.
Over the past year, we've spoken to some of the people that make these tournaments possible, the players, and we've showed you how to play your first live poker event. But this time, we're going to be looking at it from the perspective of the 8-State Poker team.
So come with us and we will show you what it's like to be an 888 Poker ambassador at the live event.
Hey everyone, I'm Ian Simpson and I'm here in beautiful Madrid, one of my favorite locations to play poker. I get to be an ambassador for 888 Poker. And whilst that means playing a lot of poker, it also means making a lot of content for you guys. So today we've been doing the social challenges. Our bosses have been torturing us a little bit. We also make a lot of strategy content, which is my personal favorite because I love the mathematics behind this game. And we get to do a lot of socializing with these beautiful, wonderful people, going for dinner, getting to know each other. It's the best job in the world, it must be.
I'm Ian Simpson and I'm here in Madrid with 888 Poker and we are going to do the Poker Face Challenge.
Could be what?
It's amazing to come to this 888 Poker Live event. This one I get to be in Madrid, which is a great city. I get to hang out with the amazing 888 team, and I get to play on the TV table. Mom, I'm on the TV. I hope I don't embarrass myself. Let's go.
Amongst all the things that we do at an 8-State Poker live event, obviously there is the commentary. Usually I'd be playing. This time I have been upgraded, downgraded. Thoughts, Nick? I'm in the commentary booth all week.
Upgraded. Poker players, poker commentators, everyone knows that. And also, you've got a lot more work to do this time, haven't you? Because you're going to have to work for the whole tournament as opposed to like just the first little bit.
I have to do every single level. It's the first I've ever made it in a poker tournament.
It's good. I'm excited for you.
Me too. Let's get in there. Pair for Ian. No backdoors available. It has to be running 6s or running 5s, or Ian's the champion. There's 3 queens left in the deck. Can Marciano find one? He can't! It's over! Ian Simpson has won 888 Live Madrid, and he takes home the trophy and 62,000 euros.
So as you can see, we do a lot more than just play poker at an 8-8 live event. From recording content to hanging out with the team, it's a jam-packed weekend.
We hope you enjoy it, and we love to see you at the next one.
Hey guys, Cavalito here, and we're gonna go through a hand that was played on 888 Live Madrid. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe and click the notification bells. Now let's get into the hand. We have a very big stack on the hijack, opening with ace-jack, and Aquaman has 8-8. He's definitely gonna call. He did find the 3-bet, which I like because people are not usually putting mid-pocket pairs in your range. You're actually gonna make out-of-position fold some 2 overcard combos, which is good for you. So for example, if Shoes had the hand like Jack-10 off, he would fold, and that's an amazing result for pocket 8s. But with ace-jack, he's not gonna go anywhere. No surprise, 8 on the flop. This is interesting now because Shoes has a gut shot and an overcard, and Salazar has a very disguised set. People usually don't expect you to have pocket 8s or pocket 9s in your 3-bet range, so when you 3-bet these hands and you hit them, it's going to be amazing for you because people are not going to put that in your range and you're more likely to win a big pot. Salazar fires a small c-bet, which is the standard play. He bets a quarter pot and chooses with the gut shot and the overcard not going anywhere. Our Austrian friend is going with the check raise. He understands that he does have equity versus hands that beat him, and also he understands that his board connects very well with his range. I mean, the range that he's going to call 3-bet is going to contain a lot of Broadway cards, connected cards, so it's very unlikely for Shuzi to have missed this board. He either has under pairs to the board, which are going to fold, or he has a piece of the board. So he decides to play ace-jack in an aggressive manner, which is fine. I mean, he does have equity when called, and he maybe get a hand like ace-king to fold, which is also amazing for him, and king-jack to call. So it's kind of a magical play. Unfortunately, Schuze hits his straight on the turn, unfortunately for Salazar, because he has a set. Now...
Hello and welcome back. We pick up the action, top pair versus a flush draw. We might get right into the action. Nick Wealthall, David Tuckman here, courtesy of 888 Poker. It is Magic Monday. This is not the normal mystery bounty 100K. It's the a knockout. And as you can see, there's no mystery here. You can see how much each player is worth.
Yeah, and we've also had a lot of these kind of coolery flops. Flush draws versus top pair, 2-pair versus top pair. Had a lot of that.
If these players wanted to play faster, this tournament could have been over in 27 minutes. Thankfully, I think they were very aware of the fact that we had 20 tickets to give away. So thank you very much, players. They gave us a little bit more leeway.
Respecting Magic Monday, I really appreciate that. It's good.
Yeah, the process.
Yeah,
Nick Wealthall, David Tuckman here. Thank you all for spending your time with us. We've given away 10 tickets, 8 via the mega keyword, 2 with a ridiculously terrible question, and even a worse answer by me. But hey, as we always say, it's not fair. Sorry.
It's not fair. No, it's not fair. It's not fair, and it's barely competent, to be honest. So just take what you can get is the moral.
I spent the full 5 minutes thinking about the actual correct answer, and it probably was closer to about 46. So whoever, if you said 46, I apologize. Meet me in Barcelona, and I will give you $25.
If you said 46, you've been royally screwed over by the person, the only person that controlled the answer.
Sorry. Find me in Barcelona, though. I will give you $25.
It seems fair.
Okay? Yeah. I'll give you a ticket.
Fair.
You know?
Anyway, I have roll. If you're not, you've got about 3 or 4 minutes to get in it. Details are in chat.
Good shout. So 2 players here with 60 big blinds. RW, by the way, who was on the brink of extinction at one point, pulled off an audacious bluff with ace-jack and has ridden that wave into at least 3rd place, but they are 3rd in chips. Oh.
Yeah, that was a really instructive, not necessarily the hand, but just the mindset to keep being aggressive even when you're short and looking for opportunities, I think, that hand.
Bay picks up trip aces. And this is going to be a little tough for RW to get away from. Yeah, there's a call. Maybe the king helps. But there's just a lot of draws out there. Clubs. Oh, wow. I don't understand the check on the river, but they do pick up a nice little pot.
I think people lean too much in those spots towards their opponent deciding to try and bluff. they lean too much to there's a lot of draws here, and if they've missed a draw, they might bluff. I think that's what happens.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, that makes sense.
I mean,
I always lean to the other side of it, which is there are a lot of draws here. I want my opponent to think I missed.
Right. Yeah. Good point.
That's my thought process. But either way, I get it. Registration for the free roll does close in just a couple of minutes. Get in there now. I'm not sure if we'll be here long enough to give you proper shout-outs, but we will be cheering you on all the way.
Absolutely.
I got a couple of DMs, by the way, in my Instagram account and on Twitter, telling me about their success stories with tickets they've won here. And nothing makes Nick and I happier than hearing that you turned one of our tickets into real money. That's awesome.
Yes, we hope we're being listened to right now by the winner of the championship main event, which is what we're giving tickets away to right now. And we have to pick up the pace because we've still got 10 tickets left plus the Wheel of Justice. So we're going to launch another mega ultimate keyword giveaway, David Tutman.
Mega.
Exactly. How do you feel about that? I can tell you feel good about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, listen, how can you not? It's mega.
It is mega.
If that doesn't get you excited, check your pulse, folks.
Check your mega index. 8 championship main event tickets will be given away in the next couple of minutes. Move to the edge of your seat. Don't fall off. I do not accept damage payments for ruptured coccyx. It's the bone at the base of the spine, right? It's not
Fair enough.
We're going to do a keyword giveaway. Lime, is the mega keyword giveaway ready? Just check. Let's see if it's... It is. How exciting. In honor of the greatest Lodden Thinks question we've had tonight so far, the keyword is duplicate.
That makes sense.
Duplicate. Type in duplicate. You must be on Twitch. Doesn't work on YouTube. You must be on 8 Poker TV Twitch channel.
Yeah, you can still watch the show on YouTube, but just open the chat over in Twitch so you can participate in this one and get your duplicates in the chat. This is the one and only time we want you to put duplicates in there.
It's confusing, isn't it? We've made it more confusing, I think.
Well, considering it was not confusing at all before. 8. No. Well, I mean, we came up with 8 because we're not here courtesy of 777 poker or 666 or 9. We're here for 888 poker. Hence, 8 tickets being given away in this mega thing. I want like a loud thing.
Do you have a lucky number, David?
8.
Me too.
There you go. No, my wife was born on May 8th. I was born on December 8th. There's reason behind it. It's not just random.
It really is 8.
Yeah. 8's a special number for us. My kid's jersey number is 18.
And you work for 888.
And I work for 888.
The only company in the world that would employ you.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Thank you so much. We do appreciate you. I love you. Suits at 888. You guys are wonderful.
You are the best.
Yes, you are. No doubt about it.
Happy Races, 8 is lucky number in Chinese culture. Yes, it is. But I've never actually looked up. Does anyone know why? Because it's like crazily, they're very into 8.
I would imagine it's got to be something about how it never ends. Right? Like infinity, like an infinity type thing.
Interesting.
That's my guess. I mean, if somebody was to say, and if I was going to bullshit my way through, which I do more often than not, that would be, I would go in and say that with full conviction, and I know some people would believe me. Whether or not that's actually true, I have no idea.
It's definitely very credible, isn't it, as an idea?
Right.
Last chance to get your duplicates in, then we're going to have 8 winners.
8 of the same winners or 8 duplicate winners.
Lime, you can run it whenever you like. She's going to run it. She's going to start improving lives.
Let's do it. Here we go. Oh, this Hungry said I'm correct. Congratulations, Easy Gamer. That's right. It was easy.
Yeah, that's a very easy way to win. Welcome, 1985. You're our second winner, 2 of 8.
Yeah, 1985 was a good year. It was a good year. Easy Gamer, welcome 1985. Congratulations. Happy Ray is even happier today as they have won. If you're putting in your duplicates now, it's too late. This game is really not that hard, folks. It's really not that hard.
JJ Granite is our latest winner. Well done, JJ.
Yeah, JJ, you got your duplicate in there. Marks, 141, you won the giveaway. If you're wondering how we're giving away this many tickets, yes, 22 tickets in all being given away today's show.
Frenzy.
22.
Absolute frenzy.
Yeah, it's like a piranha frenzy of tickets instead of
play
blood.
with heart or play with ear. Probably play with heart.
I'm going to go play with heart, yeah.
Congratulations.
What? Master Grogu. One of our regulars have won the giveaway.
Master.
Congratulations, Master.
Is that 8? I've got giveaway fatigue. Is that 8?
No. I'll jump in, though. Red Boy 230. Congratulations, you have won as well. Easy Gamer, welcome 1985. Happy Ray, JJ Granite. Marks, play with heart or play with ear. Master Grogu, Red Boy 230. Congratulations to all of you. You have each won a $25 ticket. You'll all be playing in the Championship Series main event. I hope you win it.
And look at this. I think potentially for the 3rd time, RWC has got 2 pair and Tandem's got a flush draw.
They should have more chips.
But RWC never raises the 2 pair. They've had it 3. This is their 3rd time. They've never raised the flop with 2 pair. If they what they do.
I would make a note. See, if I was playing against a player like this, and I knew it, I wouldn't know right now, obviously, because I'm in the game. But if I knew this against this player, I would make a note. And I would think, well, every time they raise, they probably don't have it.
Or if they don't have a big hand, right? They don't have
right. They
might have a 1 pair hand, but not a big hand.
Yeah, they check again. And I imagine if you're tandem, you probably check it back. Really, not a ton of value in betting this. You've hit a deuce. You can beat other heart draws.
Yeah.
You can beat 7-8. You're not getting a king to fold or a 5 to fold. So they do check it back. It's a good check back.
I agree with you.
And Bay is now our chip leader. The other 2 players still relatively healthy. Let me know when I should give you my London Things question. Because we still have 2 more tickets. Well, technically 4. 2 through a London Things question, or Nick Thinks, and 2 at the end of our show with the amazing Wheel of Justice.
Nice. If you haven't seen the Wheel of Justice, stick around. If you've redeemed your Twitch points and you're on the Wheel of Justice, you need to stick around because you must be in chat to claim a $109 ticket if you win. Huge ticket.
Yeah, there are very few things sadder in life than watching somebody win. Well, it's actually the worst thing is seeing somebody in chat during the show, and then we spin the wheel and somehow they're not there at that moment. You're like, no, you were just here 30 minutes ago.
Absolutely. That's brutal. The worst.
And it has happened. Ace high flop. Not much going on here.
We kind of called this would be a long battle 3-handed because they got here with a ton of chips. And obviously it's a knockout. So the first 2 prizes are more or less the same. And third prize is $3,000 less. So it's not surprising that this has been a bit of a battle, is it, David?
Yeah, I mean, and Nick, I find it offensive that you don't think there's a $5 pay difference between first and second is significant. I mean, how rich are you?
I'm pretty bloody rich when it comes to $5. I could probably buy that 6 to 7 times over.
Okay, fair enough. Then it is insignificant to the likes of Nick Wealthall.
Exactly.
But for us, regular plebes, that $5 difference could mean the difference between Starbucks in the morning and not.
That's fair. Master Grogu says, what's really, sorry, I don't mean to laugh at your pain, Master Grogu. You have just won a ticket, so, easing the blow. What's really funny about this is that you remember the exact day and it was literally nearly a year ago. Master Gregor says on the 6th of May, 2024, I missed only one show and I was picked from the wheel and re-rolled. I didn't win. It's like literally waking up in the night going, 6th of May.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. And I love everything about this, by the way. Straight versus straight, so nothing really to see here. It's my name day. I don't know if every country has it. I think it's amazing, though, the 6th of May, because there are dates that I think as especially as adults, we remember as, you know, most of the amazing dates of our lives, whether a child is born or you got married or whatever. Maybe you got the job you wanted. Who knows? And then there are days, obviously, you hate and you dread. The fact that Master Grogu remembers a day where he got the wheel, picked his name, and he wasn't here is sad and hysterical.
It's just...
I love it. I mean, Master Grogu, I love you. I'm sorry to pick on you, but that's fantastic.
I mean, it's rough.
The 6th of May. Well, maybe, hey, listen, I feel like that on May 6th, you should do something really wonderful for yourself.
Well, it's his name day, so he probably does have some compensations on his name day, but he'll remember it the rest of his life.
What does name day mean?
It means you just get to talk about your life story all day. No.
What does this mean?
I've no idea.
Oh, what does name day mean, folks? Somebody tell me. Like, I mean, do I have a day?
Oh God, we've given David Tuckman a chance to have another day about.
I would
David
like a day.
Tuckman.
I mean, listen, there's Mother's Day out there.
Where's my name day? I could be born in a different country.
I mean, listen, my kids always say to me, like, hey, there's Mother's Day, there's Father's Day. When's Kids Day? And you're like, of course, it's the answer everybody gives. Kids Day is every day, okay? Leave me alone. But name day, I'd never even heard of this. I'm curious.
They'll explain it to you in chat.
Okay, fair enough.
I can't explain it to you because I don't know.
I'm knocking on the theoretical door to the mayor of Ticket Town.
Yes.
Sir, may I answer?
Yes.
Sir, when should we do the Nick Thinks question?
When Lime is ready.
Okay, fair enough.
And she's just said that she is, in fact. So we can do it whenever you are ready to ask the question, David Tuckman.
Okay, you want to do it now, or should we wait till we're heads up?
Well, heads up will probably be very fast because it's a PKO.
Good point. That's a good point, right?
Fast. There's the bounties, but often people just go for it. So I think any time you like now is good.
Okay, well, I was remarking, I was in the barber chair the other day, and I got a nice haircut, as you might see. And I was in the barber chair, and I was thinking, I often will let my hair grow out, and it gets kind of bushy, and then I'll cut it, and then it gets bushy, and then I cut it, and I do that. But while I was in the barber chair getting this haircut, I was thinking of Nick Walthall, and I was thinking of his almost always perfect hair, almost always look exactly the same.
Always the same.
Yeah, and this has gone on for, a long time. I've known you for many, many years now. You know, we go back a ways, right? And I can't remember your hair ever changing. So I thought to myself, I go, God, how many haircuts does Nick Walthall get? I mean, does he get a weekly haircut? How often does Nick Walthall get a haircut? So, Nick, I want to ask you, because I'm genuinely curious.
Yes.
In your lifetime, how many haircuts? Yes, in your lifetime, how many haircuts have you gotten?
In my lifetime? Well, as an adult, or since I was born?
Since you were born, how many haircuts have you gotten in your lifetime? When you're a kid, you don't get haircuts.
One guess per player. How many haircuts have I had in my lifetime?
You're going to make fun of mine. Your answer had a bunch of duplicates. I bet you there are no duplicates on this one.
If it was as an adult, I could actually work it out. But because I'm very consistent.
I think we all know that. Has anybody ever seen Nick's hair different? See, I wear a hat sometimes because my hair looks, I got bushy hair, right? It gets like at the fro. You, though, no. You just very, very consistent, your hair.
It's like a Chanel handbag.
It's amazing. And by the way, it's not just like recent. I mean, I feel like I met you back in like 2008, and I feel like your hair looked like that. Yeah, I feel like your hair looked exactly the same. So I feel like you must be like some sort of Hollywood starlet who just gets their haircut like every 3 days. Well, maybe you're so wealthy, and you point this out with the you said $5 doesn't mean anything to you. Maybe you're so wealthy, you have your own personal barber.
I did not say $5 doesn't mean anything to me. I just said I could afford $5, more or less.
I don't know. I listen. I heard I'm so wealthy. I have my own personal barber. Top pair and a straight draw here. The 8 would not be a very good card, though. That's not an 8, my friends. And the rich get richer. Paying out to 87 big blinds, and their competition is now both below 20. As Nick figures this answer out. Get your answers in. Line will be closing the contest shortly. How many haircuts? I mean, for me, it wouldn't be that hard. Like, I probably get my haircut once every 6 weeks or so.
But do you know what happened when you were a kid? I've got no idea what happened when I was a kid.
Well, my mom was, you know.
You said your whole life. That's what the bit I'm struggling with.
I know, but if you can kind of like figure it out, you go, I got my haircut once every 6 weeks as like an adult. That's probably probably about the same as a kid. 52 weeks in a year. You know, you do the math. It's really not that hard. But for you, it's like get a haircut every 3 days. It's different. I don't know. I mean, I'm just curious. Listen, this is like I said, I was in the barber chair and I was thinking
about me, which is not at all weird.
No, I think about you all the time.
No, that's fine. Let's keep a continent between us, yeah. Madrid, Barcelona's off.
You play like you don't like this. Come on, who are you kidding? We all know. Get your answers in, everybody. We're giving away 2 more championship main event tickets this way. His answers in.
I can't actually remember how I worked it out. I've got a lot of numbers written down here, and it's a bit confusing, but I have got my answer.
It's probably the right answer.
Probably. I'm not going to do that thing that you did where I suddenly think it's wrong. I promise you I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, but mine was obviously, like, I screwed up. Like, I really was just thinking, I was thinking of significant engagements that had to be canceled rather than just like, oh, shoot, I was going to meet my buddy for lunch, and my kid got sick, so I have to stay home with them. Something stupid like that.
It's fine. The kids in the chat that got 40-something and got screwed out of a ticket won't blame you.
No, I know. I feel terrible. I do. Gut shot here for...
Bellum says Google has no clue. Someone tried ChatGPT.
Straight draw in the overs versus the open in the straight draw, but the open in the straight draw is no good as the jack would just be absolutely devastating. Well, not devastating. Your opponent doesn't have that many chips.
Yeah, Tandem's still firing away here despite being short of stack. No fear.
No, and let's see what they do here. I mean, do they move all in, try to represent? And can they get a 5 to fold? Can they get any pair to fold? I mean, it turns out they have the best hand here, but hard for them to know that now. And look at this. Bay is now going to lead out. So after just calling the turn, now they lead into their opponent. Oh, tough spot for Tandem.
Really tough spot. Remember, this is a $3,000 decision. There's a massive gap between third and heads up, and RWC's only got 20 big blinds. Tandem only had a king high. I mean, pretty hard to call. If
you're RW, you're very happy to see those two tangling.
Yeah.
And the chips could go in here. They do. We get a call? No call. Wow. Thought we might get a call there, but Bay deciding I'm okay keeping it 3-handed. I can whittle both these players down in the meantime. We'll give away these final 2 tickets and then do the Wheel of Justice spin at the end of our show, whenever that might be.
Wheel of Justice.
Yes. I really miss my siren. I might have to order a new one.
I know. I'm amazed you haven't ordered a new siren. I suppose you're trying not to accumulate loads of stuff in your temporary home, but you need a siren, dude.
I thought there was a reasonable chance that I'd be home by now. So, I mean, I was like, oh, I'll get it. I'll get it again. I'll get it back.
Have you got a timeline? No.
Every time I think I have a timeline, it seems to go away. So I'm rather than be disappointed, I'm just going to stop thinking of timelines and just let it play out.
Yeah, sucks. Really sucks.
It does. Ooh, this sucks. Oh,
yeah,
man.
this sucks with Tandem.
Yeah, RW is looking like they're going to love this. I mean, top pair. You got 13 big blinds. I just don't know how the chips don't go in here. There's a raise. Bay just makes the call. Tandem does pick up a little bit more equity.
Yeah.
Got a straight draw now to go along with. Oh, they check. Imagine this goes bet, call, and probably all the chips, to be honest. No, just 2.6. Still playing small ball. Tandem really thinking about this one.
Yeah, well, it's exactly what we've been saying with this dynamic where once third place is eliminated, most of the prize money is chopped. And so it just becomes like a lot of pressure on decisions at this point.
Yep, and Bay moving all in, and now Tandem's got to decide they want to put all their chips in there. I mean, there weren't any draws on the flop. So they might be thinking, I really can't beat anything except a bluff, but you flop top pair with 13 big blinds. I'm not sure you're supposed to get away from this one, but we'll see if Tandem somehow figures out a way. And they do. Wow, what a fold.
Wow.
That is a crazy good fold.
How are they still alive after that flop and with that stack size? Wow.
Oh, well, I mean, right now the deck is conspiring to knock them out.
Yeah, it is.
Tough break for them. Oh, that is going to do it for them. 10 on the turn, and the ace on the river changes
Unlucky
nothing at Tandem. Yeah, really unlucky. I mean, they made a couple of really amazing folds, but it was just it just was not their day. They did finish in third place, though.
It was their day to a decent extent.
Yeah, exactly.
You got a few $1,000 out of it.
Yeah, let's not cry for them. They almost earned $2,000 in bounties and $5,100 for third place. So over $7,000 when it's all said and done.
I'd say that was a pretty good day.
Yeah, maybe it was their day. I misspoke. Bay here and RW have each locked up $8,000. The winner will get $5 more and their opponent's bounty. And I think it's half their bounty, actually, the way it works.
Yeah, it's half. Yeah, yeah. RWC has basically had a short stack for almost the entire final table, except a little bit where they had a little peak in the middle that sort of sustained them through. But they've been battling on this kind of 15, 18 big blind stack for a lot of the evening.
Yeah, they came in as the sixth smallest stack. They bluffed off, well, they should say they bluffed most of their chips. It got through. Then they won that big hand with ace-queen, which actually put them in the chip lead, but they gave that lead back. And yeah, to your point, they have basically been just grinding this smaller stack all the way through. And here they are. They've locked up $8,000 at least. Well done, them. Nick predicted a quick heads-up match. We'll see if that plays out.
Oh, no way to call that. I mean, you never know, do you? It's just that the majority of the prize money is decided. Now, having said that, sometimes players do a deal and you still get a long heads-up match.
Yeah.
Will Gitu Bay call here? 18 big blind shoves. A big shove. They do not.
Yeah, no, a lot of players, they still want to play because they want to win, right? There's that competitive spirit, and I respect that. I mean, you want to win the trophy. I mean, even in a case like this, the metaphorical trophy, and there's an all-in, there's a call. Spade, continue on. That is not a spade, my friends. 10 of hearts on the river, and that is it. RW does finish in second place, and what a win here. Gui to Bay.
Yeah, nice win.
By the way, how's this? Yeah, how's this for a couple of days for Gui to Bay? They were playing the Sunday PKO Rumble yesterday. They finished second in that one.
That's incredible.
Yeah, they finished second in the PKO Rumble on Sunday.
They should play more PKOs.
They should definitely. That's a really good advice. And they win this one. And for their efforts, by the way, with the bounties and the first place prize, they win in excess of $11,000. Well done, Bay.
Awesome. Well done, them.
Really was
Brilliant.
awesome. Should we give tickets away, Nick?
More tickets, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
What did you ask me again? Something weird about my hair.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's amazing. I'm just jealous, okay? I'm jealous. I have to get a haircut, and my hair looks terrible. I'm just curious how you do it. How many haircuts have you had in your life to keep that hair so perfect?
I get it cut once a month. But then there's probably a couple of extra ones. Like, for example, tomorrow I'm going on holiday, so I want it to be as short as possible. So it's probably 14 a year. And then I had to guesstimate what happens as a kid. And then I did some maths, and then the answer was 522.
Yes, we've confirmed this with your family, and 522 is exactly what you would think. Well done. Well done. You have nailed it, unlike me. If you guessed 522, you might have won. Nobody guessed 522, but 2 people were one off, which is pretty amazing. HR 4000. HR 4000 said 521. I suspect one of these, at least one of them, maybe both, were your barbers.
Yes.
Or maybe they are now. And X-Fevronia said 523. They were one off each.
Get this, David. HR 4001, that was their first time ever chatting to us. And they won a 25 years. Yeah.
Maybe they've been watching, obviously. They know you, and they can see your hair. They know what you are.
Charting my hair progression for months before they pounced. I love it. Very
yeah,
clever.
it's pretty impressive. Just one off. Now, hey, if you want a ticket today, and I know 20 of you have won a ticket, or if you ever win a ticket, make sure you pay attention to your whispers. Get in touch with our amazing moderator, Lime Ricky. She's awesome. You don't have to personally get in touch with her. She's in Costa Rica. You can just do it via the chat. So she can get you your ticket. Make sure you actually get the ticket. And with that, I present to you the most exciting 30 seconds, maybe 3 minutes of content ever.
Basically, the best thing that's ever happened to poker. No, I'm not being ironic. It's the actual best thing that's ever happened to poker.
Yeah, there's no hyperbole here.
If your name isn't up here and you want it up here, which you should, because somebody's going to win a $109 ticket, woo, you need to redeem 4,000 Twitch points before our next show, next Magic Monday. For now, somebody's about to win a $109 ticket. You must be in chat to claim the prize. David Tuckman, say the magic phrase.
Spin the wheel.
Here goes the Wheel of Justice, finding someone who's been well behaved for a week in the poker community. The hardest job in poker.
Let's do it. Let's do it. My thing's lagging. It is play with heart. They won a ticket already
tonight.
Yeah, the only time you can win 2 tickets is if you win a ticket in our games and then you win one here. Play with ear or play with heart. You have just won. Are you here?
Are you here, or are you off celebrating your earlier win, thinking I've won for the night, I can't win again?
Right.
Tragic.
No, they've got to be here.
They're not.
Right? They're here. Yes,
they are.
Yes. Play with heart. I hope you do play with heart. You, my friend, have won a $109 ticket and a $25 ticket. What a magical Monday it has been for you.
Night.
Spin the wheel again, folks.
One young person with a dream and a bunch of tickets. Spin the wheel of poker justice. Find someone who's been well behaved for a week in the poker community. It's the hardest job in poker. Let's see who it is.
It's you! Distress Clown. Or Distress Clown.
What a brilliant
Distress Clown. Distress Clown.
What a brilliant name. Are you here,
like
Distressed Clown?
I feel like all clowns are distressed.
Or are you trapped under a circus elephant somewhere?
Distressed Clown, are you here?
Sorry.
This is crazy. 22 tickets we've given away today. And, of course, the free roll. By the way, if you're still in the free roll, good luck to you. Go win it.
I see no distressed clowns in the chat.
Oh, no.
I can see a struggling acrobat. I can see a trapeze artist in a precarious situation, but I can't see a distressed clown.
We're going to do a countdown. May 6th is the day for Master Grogu. Could March 10th be that day?
5,
for Distressed Clown.
3, 2,
oh, no.
1.
No. Oh, come
Distressed
on.
Clown out. Let's respin the wheel of poker justice.
More distress.
They must be in chat. Depressed Clown is right, game changer.
Spin it again.
Who is not depressed?
Jebby75. Jebby's got to be here, right?
Jebby, you got to be here. Friend of the show.
Chubby.
Long time watcher, first time spin the wheel winner.
Hey, Chubby's here. And that is going to do it for us, guys. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Chevy. Congratulations, Play with Heart. And everybody, by the way, 22 tickets given away today. What a show. We are back at it next Monday for another magical show. Nick's on holiday. I'll be here. And that's going to do it for us, guys. For Lime Ricky, for Hayden, for Nick Wealthall, for everybody at 888 Poker, I am David Tuckman. Bye-bye.
Good night.